It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Fins and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, it's Tua. That one complete to Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And now Garoppolo lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. Job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. And out comes a challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
After review of the play, ruling on the field
So
stands.
the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
8 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Gold is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Hey, Charles, give me a water. Oh, geez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. They run with McCaffrey off the option. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defense in front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now throwing on 3rd down, but he cannot connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. On play action, here's Tua, and this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect 2nd half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. That's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try to win this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on, set.
Ready? Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Our first carry for the former 49er, Raheem Mostert, brought down at the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Garoppolo, maybe a free play. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Oh, he's got taken it right down Broadway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in